Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on the video. As always, we appreciate you clicking. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome. So today I would love to talk about regression and how your parts on your mountain bike could possibly be assisting in that regression. So always in mountain biking, we want to progress. We always hear that word progression in mountain biking, right? I want to personally progress in mountain biking. My son wants to progress in mountain biking. Most people that take up mountain biking and get hooked on it, they end up progressing in some form or fashion. Whether that progression means going from a big box store like a Walmart style mountain bike to your first shop brand bike, so whether you're sending a 6-inch curb or progressing up to sending a 6-foot drop, you know, that kind of progression. And I realized something very recently. As much as you may want or think that mountain bike part or upgrade is going to help your riding, it won't. Here's what I did recently that made me realize how true this is. So I was at a bike park about a month ago, and I needed riding sunglasses. I needed some sort of riding sunglasses because I lost mine in the enduro race. I'm in the shop and I'm looking at glasses, and he doesn't really have any glasses that are kind of like my style or that I really like. But then I noticed these Deity handlebars, and man, are they sweet. Really nice handlebars. So I had just enough cash to either buy a handlebar because I saw them and I really liked them, or buy a pair of sunglasses. So the odds were in favor of the bar. He didn't really have a big stock of sunglasses, so I thought, sweet, I get a new bar instead of glasses. Then he pulls out this set of glasses that were sweet. They're awesome. Everything I'm looking for in a pair of riding glasses. And I think, oh, why did you have to pull those out? So anyway, I thought, well, I said to him, I said, you know what? As much as I want that bar, want is the key word there. I need is the key word here, that pair of sunglasses. So I said, you know what, wants versus need here in this situation. I need these glasses. I got to go with the need over the want this time. So he laughed, and I paid for the sunglasses, and he said, you know what, just wait 1 minute. So I wait 1 minute. He goes in the back. He comes back out with a handlebar in his hand, and he gives it to me. Here you go. I'm like, what? He says, yeah, this is off my bike, and I just swapped it for a different bar, and it's a Deity with 35 mil clamp, which is what I needed. The kicker here is he cut it down to 760 from 800. So I thought, you know what, this is awesome. How nice is this guy just to give me a handlebar? Like he just literally took it off his bike the day before and he gave it to me. So I thought, that is awesome. Thank you very much. I was on my way with a new bar, well, a new to me bar, and a new pair of sunglasses. So I got my want and my need. So I knew right away that 760 is too narrow for me. I knew right away, but I'm not going to say no. He's nice enough to give it to me. So I got home. I put the bar in the shed. And for a couple days, I thought about it. Kept thinking, you know what? Maybe I should just try it. Maybe I should. I haven't ran a 760 since I had my old Giant, which is what I started mountain biking on. 26-inch steep geometry insanity machine. So I haven't had one on that narrow since that bike. So that's about 6 years ago. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try it. So I'm used to running 800 mil wide bars. I've ran 800s for the last 4 years. So I put it on, and as soon as I put it on, I got on the bike just tooled around the yard, took it down the street and back. And I'm riding it and I'm thinking, this is way too narrow. You know what? I got a 6'1" wingspan here. I'm 6'2", 175 pounds. I got semi-broad, like wide shoulders, wide across. And I just know for a fact that 760 is too narrow. When I bought my bike is a Norco. And Norco's site has what's called Ride Aligned. So when you buy your bike, you go on the Norco site, you go on the Ride Aligned sub-site or whatever you call it, and you punch in all your numbers. You punch in your weight, your height, your da-da-da-da-da. And it'll spit out, okay, what frame size you need, even what bar width you need, which, by the way, recommends 790. It also spits out all suspension settings, front and rear. So anyway, I found it interesting that spit out 790 for me. So, used to riding 800s, Ride Aligned is recommending 790. I now have 760s on my bike. So herein lies the whole reason for the video. So, I took the bike to the bike park yet again. I rode the bike and I felt like I was understeering the berms. And I just felt twitchy in the tech. So at the bike park, where you get a ton of speed, really fast, and you're riding down and you're plowing through chunk and you're just going crazy faster than normal, and I'm feeling twitchy and I'm noticing that I'm understeering berms. Then I get into the local trails here, and in the tech, some of these trails are pretty techy, so in the tech it felt twitchy. And I just felt like, what am I doing?
Okay.
Why do I have this bar on my bike? Well, I wanted to try it. I wanted to see how different 40 millimeters makes, so 20 millimeters on each side. So that's actually pretty substantial for the bike world. I thought, well, you know what? I'll just get used to it. I'll just keep riding it, whatever. So rewinding back to the bike park again, I came up on these drops that I wanted to do. This was the second time at this bike park. And I knew I wanted to get these drops under my belt this time. But I roll up to the drop. No, not feeling it right now. Okay, well, we just need a little bit more warm-up. So we ride the trails, go back. Nope. Roll up to the drop. Not happening. Roll up to the second drop on this trail. Not happening. Go back. Roll up again. Roll up again. Roll up. Anyway, 5 or 6 times. You know, I said to my son, you know what? I'm not feeling it. Of course, my son does it. No problem. I'm not feeling it, Owen. Right now is not the time. Why don't we go get some lunch and, you know, sit for a half hour. I'll regain my composure, get some food in our bellies, but you know, then we'll go back, and I'm sure I'm just gonna crush it now. I'm gonna crush it. Going up chairlift, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna crush it. We're talking about it. We get to the Canfield front of the trail. We go on the trail, and I roll up. Can't do it. Can't do it. These drops are well within my wheelhouse. 100% I know for a fact I can do these drops. Yet, I feel sketched out for some reason. I can't figure out why. Duh. I can't figure out why at the time. So then we get back to our regular scheduled trails here. And I getting twitchy on the descent, on the techie stuff. I'm getting like a little bit freaky, and I'm just like, what the heck is going on with me? Like, I don't understand. And then it clicks in. Duh, you're riding with a bar that's too narrow. So what does that do? makes you feel like this. It makes you understeer. It just is too freaky feeling. So, I digress. Last night, I put my Norco proprietary bar back on my Norco bike, which happens to be 800 mil. As much as I love the look of the Deity, I'm now running my proprietary Norco bar again, which there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But even though I know what I know about bikes, the want for that bar overwhelmed me to the point where I put something on my bike that I knew wouldn't work. What? Why? I did it because I thought maybe it would work. Maybe I would get used to it. Well, when I regress to the point where I can't mentally see myself going off this drop, when I know for a fact that I can do it, the bar's gotta go. No matter how good it looks. So, I learned something about myself. I can still fall into the rabbit hole. I thought I had an excuse because a really super nice guy did give it to me. I didn't pay for it. And I would never cut my bars down that narrow. If I bought a new bar, not a chance would I cut it to 760, even before I tried all this shenanigans. So, why did I do it? I did it because I wanted to see. I really liked the look of it. Somebody gave it to me, so why not try it, right? Well, I live and learn, even though I already knew. Do you have a part on your bike? Have you ever done this? Do you have a part in your parts bin where you think, man, I really like the look of that. I know it's not going to work, but I'm going to throw it on and hope for the best. To me, it was really honestly mind-blowing how much that changed my whole feel of the bike and mentally where that brought me to, which was a regression. It was amazing. Like I couldn't believe it. But like I said, the 800 is back on. Please drop it in the comments. Let me know what shenanigans you've done in the past or are doing now, or maybe in the future. Maybe after watching this, maybe not. Let me know what you've done. I love it. Honestly, mountain biking is so much fun. This is part of it too for me. I love tinkering. My son always calls it, Dad's doing tinker time. When I go out to the shed, I got his bike in the stand. He rolls his eyes. What are you doing now to my bike? Well, it needs re-greased and I'm going to just pull the bottom bracket out and clean it and re-grease it and put it all back together so it's all good, nice. And then I get one of these. But you know what? We hardly ever have mechanicals. So if I didn't have tinker time, we'd probably have much more mechanicals. I'm sure of it. I'm confident of that. And there's me justifying my tinker time. So anyway, drop in the comments. Thank you so much for watching as always. And we'll see you on the next one.